Already the pistol is live. 5 sets of ammo on the CT side. Stop laughing. I can hear production laughing as well, it's not helping. Anyway, Hawkins and Co. charging out of the Tetris area. Swarming connector flashes come through. Can they hold it and play the afterplan properly?
Hawkins, as he makes his way through, will take down Cheeky. Dream as well. Will eliminate NK Soul very swiftly. There's Shaney with a juicy little double. Cheeky stuff on display from the man as he goes furious into the round. Lumji and Shaney, the last two remaining members of Team Infused. Look, they're spread thin though. One at mid, one towards A. Meanwhile, the bomb has been planted all the way towards B. This is really good for SKUM. They're in some great positions. They also get a tag off on towards Lumji and the information that he's coming from short. This helps Dirk massively into the round, but are they aware of the positional play coming out from Shaney? If they catch him off guard, get them into a 1 versus 1. This has all gone downhill now. Lumji has to go absolutely huge.
Still. Doesn't find the first. Duck does take that one. 1 round lead now for SKUM. They won the first pistol as well. Let's not get too antsy here. Won the first pistol. And from there, things went south. They lost versus the force buy of Team Infused. And from there, things fell apart.
Yeah, it really all went south for them very quickly. You could see as well as they were able to slip behind the backline, they got that plant down on B. At that point, it had just all gone wrong. Now then, aggressive play towards B with just 2 players, the rest of them holding back late into this round so they can get the information so they don't really have to run too much. Just sort of forcing them to believe that this is going to be a B play.
Exactly that. So there's force buy. This time, they're going to be on their CT side. You can't exactly group and contact in front of a smoke, flash through it and go from there. Instead, on the CT side, they're playing quite default. Well, I say that, they're all stacked towards the default. Lumji toward on the pass. Hawkins has found the first. It's actually to find that flag onto filler.
Takes him down. Let's see how this one is going to go. Push towards the B bomb site. Scout tag from Shaney. Nice stuff so far as they actually make their approach toward the site. Will get the frag as well as he eliminates him. There's some stools there. Where'd they come from? I've never seen those before. Sorry, it really caught me off guard. I've never seen stalls like that on short. Anyway, Dream's gonna get a sick frag. He's got no gun. Am I playing Quake? Everything's gone wrong. Ozzy, backline, Deagle frag, see him muffin. He's gonna ram in the oven, but he's overcooked him, so he's not good enough to eat anymore, so he's dead. Anyway, Duck trying to keep up this level of aggression. Push coming in towards the site. What can he actually bring to the table here? Nothing. Lumji's killed him.
Infused, they win the force buy once again. Making it 1-1. From there, can they finish this one off fast so we can get to bed early? 1-1. It's not seen too much beforehand already. Still 2 SMGs, FAMAS, Scout, and AK on Lumji. Gonna be going for that concept play towards B. No Kevlar, no nades. Full Glocks apart from 1 P250.
Ozzy here. Trying a new approach to the game, obviously, using the invisible UMP. A lot more agile, a lot harder to detect. Also does plus 15 damage. They make their way into the bomb site, though, but what can they actually achieve here is they burst their way through. Ozzy going to try and find a frag with this non-existent weapon. Can't actually do too much, but will take down NK in the end. Is able to overpower him. Filler is going to respond as well, tapping away that pistol. Gets a great frag off. Here comes Shaney, though. Teammates are coming in. You can see him converging as a unit here. Peeking at the same time. Use that utility. Charge your way through. Pincer play on towards the bomb site. No shoot off the back of Shiki's individual play. Absolutely massive. Shaney as well, eliminating Duke. This is crazy. The retake comes out. Fantastic execution of that there.
Then again, they found 1 kill. They also got the bomb down as well. And for full eco, only investing $300, they've definitely done more than they needed to do. We're seeing a restart and going back to our very composed faces.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I thought they had guns, but because I couldn't see any of the models, I didn't know what was going on.
I'm not going to lie. They did not have guns.
No, I know they didn't. I realised that after I looked at the rounds. I was like, oh yeah, didn't have guns actually. But,
yeah, we're going to be fixing that. No issues, no problems, no qualms.
That's getting sorted.
It is. Jackie, 6 foot in shoes.
Snod stole my shoes. Right? Look, I've been standing on my tiptoes because Snod stole my shoes the other game. So
call me Vince because I'll rob you. Anyway.
All right,
so
yeah, fair play.
Savage. That was so savage. Can SKUM win this next round as they went for the full
This
eco?
is beyond redemption. Let's just leave it now. Just end it.
5 AK.
Shut it down, bud.
Hopefully, Infused can shut this one down because they're against 5 AKs. SMG FAMAS, Scout, and 2 rifles.
Yeah, interesting buys. Obviously, you know, they don't have too much to work with. Going to be jumping back into the action now. So let's finally lock this down. Let's get it going and see how this one is going to play out. SKUM. Obviously, they've got that round on the board. That's literally what they've been able to so far. Now with the weapons coming into play, this is where they need to really switch it up. It has to be now or never.
No AWP on Tisa Mirage makes things very, very difficult. You have to play slower. Actually, then again, playing slower is one of 2 things. When you play slow without the AWP, it means you have to flash, be more methodical. You can't have an AWP, just dry face, peek everything. Then again, playing slow could mean their AWP they potentially have, in this case it's a Scout and Shaney, has the same advantage. When the round is slower, it gives them more time to work on the map. Also means, you know, more time to work on the map, like I just said.
Aggression way out towards top mid as they make their approach. NK and Hawkins have this crossfire setup. If Lumsey wants to try and take the aggression here, actually good use of flashbang. Nice teamwork on display, but they still are holding that double angle. It's going to be very hard for Lumsey to get away with this with his life. He might get the trade-off if he's lucky, but it's not really worth the risk. He runs that, will start to back off from the back of his flashbang. But you can see just holding the angle right now, hoping if they peek into him, he can at least get the opening frag and get a lot of information from the back of it.
Yep, actually played in front of the smoke there, but Lumsey, good trigger discipline. Holding towards top mid still, Aussie facing towards underpass. They have control of mid, SKUM Gaming. No map control, 1 minute left on the clock. They can still flash mid, retake mid, that's no problem. And now actually they do leave middle of the CT side. They're going to head towards the B-bomb site. Must have been something that they know that I don't.
Lots of mid control has been taken by the side of SKUM. You can see Lumsey here as well, holding from connector, waiting for the peak to come towards him. Nothing will unfold just yet though. Both stuff on the board as they just wait this one out. Holding their angles. NK is going to clear it. Tries to get that information so they can make their approach towards B. So much map control on display here. Actually flooding in towards connector. Lumsey has to go huge. Open with it one. Ooh, huge headshot off on towards Hawkins. Follows up with a double kill. Off on towards Muffin. That is ridiculous.
What?
Unfortunately, the trades come in galore. SKUM all of a sudden go into second gear as they charge their way through. But Dream is a one-man army defending the site single-handedly. Gets filled down to 1 HP. He's up against Shiki at this point. Has to get him on blind. Look at the time on the clock. Shiki, fast rotate coming over. Has to approach the site. Has a hit. Has a string. He literally cannot lose this round, but he misses the shot. Filler is able to get into a good position. Shiki as well. Should be aware that he's low. Might not know exactly what he's on. And Filler just has to play. Just hiding. Just doesn't have to peek. He has no reason to face into this. Shiki is in such a good position. If he can just bait him out, just try it and take the fight. It's one bullet.
Oh my goodness, he hasn't seen him towards ramp. He's not going to anticipate him here. Flashbang comes in. Why did he turn? He turned for his own flashbang. What? Shiki! He turned for his own flashbang. I mean,
we call that one in the industry a goof.
that's a throw, mate. 1 HP. He whiffs him when he's on site. Whiffs him when he refaces. He's 1 HP, Shiki. Jonathan. Definitely falls short there. 2-2 is the scoreline. AWP on Shaney this time. They still have enough money to rebind to this one, so no problems just yet. No AWP again on the side of SKUM Gaming. 5 AKs. They're going to play slow again. Shaney holding window. Should eventually move, though. If Lumsey's playing towards stairs, he can rotate ticket booth. They can play more passive. But at this point, he's still seen nothing. Or actually, if Lumsey takes control of connector, he can rotate towards B. Have Shiki take control of mid. So many things you can do. If you spot no one mid, move your AWP. Because right now, they're going to flash retake this one, hopefully.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit more organic, especially on a map like Mirage. It's so open to that. Shaney as well is going to be spotting towards underpass right now, hoping to see if that push comes in. You can see SKUM as well. You know, they're not getting overly anxious. They're still playing this slow setup that they know works well for them. They're playing to these strengths, which is good to see. Sometimes you see teams that get a little bit rushed in hectic situations, whereas SKUM on Mirage, a map that they are definitely a lot more proficient at, I'd have to say, they've been sticking to their guns. Approaching towards that B-bomb site now, though. Utility, they do have a lot to work with. Make sure you get the most out of that before you enter your way into a site. Right, they are going to be using that to find their way through now, but can they find the frag? Shiki, close range to Muffin. Unfortunately, will get picked off. Aussie is there as well, though, to trade it back. Good stuff from the man, but he has to try and buy a team that's enough time to rotate over. Isn't going to work out like that. Duke, he's had enough of it. Takes him down. Huge nade. Shaney blows Hawkins out of the server. See you later, mate, as he gets absolutely annihilated. Fragments of him all over the place.
3 versus 3 now. 2 kits, flashes, smoke grenade and a molly as well. They can definitely win this one. Lumsey needs to try and find the first one to open up the site, and he does just that. Duck does fall. And give the reply frag. 2 versus 2. No kill on Shaney, just like that.
How's this one going to go down now? NK Trying to achieve what he can, rattling away with that AK-47, but he can't quite find the frags. Most of the fake back with the pistol of all things. What is going on here? Takes down Lumji and Filler as well, eliminate Shaney.
What is going on, Tanai? Mental. Somehow, some way, SKUM Gaming win that round. 3-2 is the scoreline. 1 round advantage for SKUM and Infused to put into an eco. And we were too busy laughing when we should have been talking about the fact that this is the map that SKUM Gaming have all of those upsets.
Yeah.
We saw on Cobblestone. 16-6. No problems. Very, very one-sided. As soon as it's Mirage, this could be a very different scoreline.
Yeah, Mirage is definitely a map that they are predominant on. This is their map. And they're proving that so far. Muffin coming in here with the entry as well. Smart stuff. You go for the map 10 buy, use that PDW, rack yourself up so much cash as you know it's going to be worth it. The opponent is on an eco. They can't really do too much here. Just tear your way through them. Give yourself that. It's going to help you out in later rounds. Smart stuff to see from SKUM as well. Still playing it slow though. They're not going to run in overzealous. They don't have an overconfidence factor. They're still playing it as smart CS.
1 HP for Hawkins. Seems like so often on the SKUM side, they're at 1 or 2 HP. Could have smoke under balcony. Actually, when Zio used to play on this site, he used to smoke balcony himself and then work around it. That way you can't molly it. The problem is, now they can't molly it, but someone underneath, they have no idea. Obviously, does get the kill onto Filler. Nice reply frag there. Actually, wasn't actually onto Filler alive. It's another tank up there. Hawkins is 1 HP. Duck is low as well. Wait a minute. Okay. We've seen more outrageous things tonight.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy stuff happen, but they are going to be able to shut that one down. Did get a little bit too close to comfort there, but still, they are able to work their way through. The rebuys can come into effect here as well. Infused now have cash finally.
Yep.
So what do they do here, Snods? What do they actually switch up at this
right.
position?
You got no up on your CT side, get aggressive towards somewhere. If you got good spawn for Palace on both those CT players, go for a push towards Palace, take control of that. Get aggressive towards mid. What's he doing? Get aggressive towards mid. Thing is for them right now is that they're playing very static. Thing is, there's no AWP on the side of SKUM, which means it's not really too bad. It could have been a lot worse. If you give this AWP room, give up the mid, allow the AWP to face this connector, well, instantly you can already see where Shiki's playing. I believe that is actually Shiki and Lumji playing in connector and playing by stairs. So if there's an AWP on that T side, it was getting aggressive. Would have been very easy for him to find openings. But yeah, I mentioned aggression. They pushed towards B apartments this time. It's not Palace, but it's just as good.
Yeah, nice stuff to see so far. Obviously, spread fairly thin, and this is the same classic SKUM style. They play that slow style of CS. They know what works for them, and they do it to a great effect. And right now, just locking it down, you can see the push coming towards them. Though that is going to be Aussie. And what can he actually whip out? Tries to get the opener, will do so. The headshot galore as he rails down Filler. Fantastic way to start off the round. You now have the lead in the battle of attrition. Smart as well. Not going to overextend. Backs off.
Nades come flying into the A bombs like flashes as well. No counter nades just yet from the team Infused side, but they're dreaming towards the side. Can he find the first counter Duck? Actually managed to get a flick shot onto Hawkins, but Duck gets the pass to Lumji. Dreaming gets the second frag himself. Muffin falls. Aussie pushing through the smoke now. Gets that kill onto NK. Duck falls. 4 players staying alive now for the CT side. Money is looking strong.
Yeah, good stuff to see there. Obviously, very defensive hold. Infused played it well. Definitely a lot more structure going into that round. And you see, like, a lot of these rounds, even where Infused have been down in terms of economy, it's been close. Now they finally have a full arsenal. Is this going to be the game changer?
Still though, Infused with another round versus full eco. Good opportunity here to build up your bank. You had 4 players stay alive in the previous buy round, and now you're versus the unarmored opponents. 4 players stay alive here. Money keeps building. At that point, it's so hard for SKUM Gaming to get back into this one. On your T side, it's so easy to break the money of the CTs if it goes 1 for 1, 2 for 1 in terms of rounds. But if Infused can keep getting 4 or 5 players stay alive and chain the rounds together, they're going to have a real fighting chance.
The approach coming in towards that B bomb site. Shiki can take down Hawkins as he goes for the rattle through the smoke. Will eliminate him fairly quickly. Looking so far, so good. SKUM still going to be holding their ground there. They're not going to extend, but now the call has been made. They have to charge their way through. Will Shiki be able to pick him off? Caught with his pants down, fumbling with a nade, but it will not matter. Stops the bomb plot so far. Muffin has been eliminated. Aussie as well spams his way through. The backup of Shiki still just single-handedly tearing his way through everyone. NK gets the deagle shot off, but is getting pushed from both angles. He really needs to react fast. This, but won't matter as Shiki has a pistol and knows how to wield it.
Exactly that. Aussie falls, but 4 players staying alive. See 5,000, 6,000 multiple players now. The bank's starting to build. SKUM Gaming, this is where they really have to make things happen. UMP, 4 AKs on their side now. Is that a top mid smoke? That's a very strange top mid smoke if it is.
There
Actually,
we go.
no, that lands window. Okay. Fair play, they have a window smoke, and now they can go fast and aggressive towards mid. This could be really fast. Actually, this is a good strat. This could be a fast B split already, and actually fumbles the flash.
Well, look at this though,
Aussie
Muffin.
falls.
Taking down Aussie there towards that B bomb site as he finds it. We'll get that entry. This is going to go really bad if they don't try to change things up on the side of Infused. And with Shiki falling as well, it goes from bad for worse. This is not looking grand at all. The rotate will come in, but look at NK in the rear, ready to strike, takes them down. Oh, 2 sick frags come out from NK. Absolutely fantastic. Dream is there as well, though. He's going to try and cause a scene as he rattles off a couple of pot shots. Sure, he gets the tag, but it's not going to be a frag. And Infused, a round that went so quickly into the hands of SKUM. Sure, you get a frag on towards NK, but it stays alive. That's the best case scenario at this point.
Exactly that. SKUM Gaming finally get the round on the board that they needed. Infused, full shot. Still have money to buy. Aussie going to have to be forced into a UMP, SMG or whatnot. Problem is, well, advantage for him is the fact that he's playing that BAPS position. He can potentially smoke the bomb of apps, play close to the smoke, play by that chair. Keep it close range. Actually, Dream with a mag 7. And he's actually going towards Palace, maybe? Or playing under balcony. No AWP again for the T-slide. Muffin with the M4, silenced M4. To be fair though, SKUM Gaming on their T-sides haven't really seen much of an AWP. Generally, Duck is the AWPer. Sometimes NK pulls it out. CT side Mirage is the map where NK does bring out the AWP. But apart from that, these 5 rifle setups haven't really been doing too much. Cobblestone, awful. To be fair though, if they can keep up those fast splits like we saw in the last round, maybe they can win, but they're slowing the pace down. And this is where Shane's AWP can whiff.
Yeah, Shane needed to try and get a frag at that point. You would have expected to normally hit that shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out that way. But he repositions, very organic, as he just holds that angle by connector. They will assume that he has tried to reposition there, and they're going to use their nade to try and zone him out. Nice smoke, completely removes him from the round, but repositions as an opener into it. This is going to allow Shaney to get a frag, you would imagine, as he just through. Oh, goes for the shot on towards short, will not connect onto anyone, but they have that information that there is going to be a play, most likely towards that B-bomb site. Shiki and Co, they need to defend this with their absolute all. Shiki comes in, does take down Muffin, another peek will come out. Hawkins as well, just peeking one by one. Odd that they just decided to go one after another like that, getting taken down. Dream as well, focusing, spots out NKC here as he blows him away with a shotty. And then we see everyone just starting to fall. All of a sudden, a little bit of a resurgence. One man there standing. Philip, he's not standing for long. Now he's laying down, he's dead.
Forced by one there, Shenny with the AWP. Doesn't have much of an impact, but he has the information. Spots them out mid, spots them going up short. Doesn't mind if he whiffs as long as he gives the info. Making it 5-5, the scoreline is tied.
That round.
Exactly. Still though, gonna be hard for SKUM to get back into this one. Going for the eco. No sets of armor here, just Degos. Degos? Deagles. Just Deagles.
Hey man, you got any of those Degos? Obviously coming in from the rear. Absolutely loves it. Let's see what you can find. Right now, just playing for information, not going to be overextended. Shaney will tell him to go for this push now as they're focusing towards him, and he can spray them down. This should be absolutely huge. 1-2. Buckle my shoe. You're dead. Ozzy as well wants some more as he goes in. 3-4. Knock on my door.
Yeah, he's setting the pace. As they finally get 2 rounds in a row. Still. 6-5 is the scoreline. Or on Shaney again versus 5 AKs, and it's been, I don't want to say easy for him, but when you are the sole AWPer in the server, no one else is AWPing on the other team or on your team, movement, he can be so free around the map.
Yeah.
Instead, just, actually, I think he's towards CT this round, so I think this is where they anticipate SKUM to be on a lower bar than they actually have. Generally, when you send the AWP towards ticket booth or CT, it's generally when the other team is on a eco or a weird force buy where you anticipate them to just go for a contact ramp play, go up Palace. Don't want to face, you know, you don't want 2 Deagles facing towards an AWPer crouched in window.
Yeah. And that's the thing though, you're right. Like, he's not against any other opponent AWPers. You can be a lot more wavy. You can just roam around the map, do what you want to do, and usually take those aggressive picks. Shaney's been a little bit more reserved though. We haven't seen that much differentiation.
Not at all. Smoke comes in. Actually, Hawkins playing fast towards short. Might get the first frag, yes he does. Can he get any more though? So gets the second frag with the lungy, and the third spray down, the headshots galore. Shaney gets the trade with the second one though. Duck fast that ramp, that's fun, that headshot. Oh, sorry, that spray down onto Shaney. Aussie in the 1 versus 4 now.
Aussie now approaching his way through. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's a 1 versus 4. Vastly outnumbered and outgunned. He's not in a great spot and wants to try and do whatever he can. Kip, another flashbang to play with. 30 seconds left on the clock as he makes his approaches towards A. Duke is there. Going in with the rear is going to be Filler as well. This is such an awkward situation. You imagine he will get picked off shortly. Peeks and Duck just blows him down.
Well, Hawkins has charged through a short smoke, killed Cheeky, literally killed Cheeky, faced in, sprayed once, but no, how on earth are you giving him 3 1 versus 1s when you're 2 connector, 1 short? No one's facing it. Weird setup there. When you have Shaney going towards ticket booth, you need a rifle towards connector, smoke the bomb connector, hold the short push.
Yeah.
Do something instead of just having one player peeking without the actual backup from his rest of his teammates. Anyway, Shaney doing exactly that, smokes that connector, smokes it to where somehow he gets a running headshot as he falls backwards.
Interesting stuff as he takes him down, but what more can Aussie achieve towards B? Spots out the leg of Muffin. Looks like he actually wants to try and push his way in as well, but somehow makes it work. Shiki got taken down by NK in the meantime. 3K for Aussie, living up to the name. This is what we wanted to see. We know he is so proficient at getting these impact frags, and he starts to do more of what we need.
Exactly that. NK, last alive. Marley on the side of Infused is very low, as they did only win 2 and actually lose, so any kills he found there would have been so impactful, but this can still be a 9-6 scoreline for Infused. For SKUM, they win the pistol again. They lose to the force buy again. In this scenario now where Infused have the 1 round advantage. No AWP for Shaney this time as they are versus the Quasi buy. Kevlar 4 players, P250 and Hawkins. And actually, does he have enough for an AWP? No, he doesn't. So there will be again no AWP. Constant 5 rifle setup from the T side, but they're playing as if they have an AWP. The 1 round they went for the fast play, they caught them off guard, they found that one. Up until then, they're playing slow, and it's giving the picks to Infused.
Oh, Shiki. What was his crosshair positioning? I haven't
got a clue.
Like, come on, man. There's only one angle they can literally peek you from. Why are you staring at the wall? Lumji, anyway, going to make his approach towards ramp. Shuts down Duck. Nice little double tap into the Carinium there. Takes him down. The teams begin to readjust as well. 4 players left on the board for either side, as they just hold out.
They do indeed. 4 versus 4. 1 minute left on the clock. Still though, M4 is saved. Nate as well. They have a Molotov and a smoke. Lumji still pushing and playing aggro towards ramp. Will get spotted, falls back. And actually this fake might work because he didn't actually see anything. They might see these rotations come in.
Oh, he goes. They try to find their way through to the site. Shaney takes down Muffin. Nice stuff. But oh wait, they finally realise they've been lampooned. Meanwhile, towards the A-bomb site, it's all starting to kick off as SKUM barrage their way through, start kicking down the doors, right in their name all over the places. They want to take control of the site. They've had a rebellion, and they will claim it as their own territory. Filler takes down Dream, leaves them in a 3 versus 3. Lumji over by CT, trying to find the angles. Flashbangs come through. The smokes are there as well to try and aid them. They are zoned out for the meantime, but they need to start to push together, work together here. Hawkins gets taken down. He was peeking by Sandwich. Filler as well, taking an aggressive front, considering that he's trying to play from Palace here. He just wants to be the last man alive, but he's doing more so than that. Peeking unnecessarily, but making it work for him fantastically. Leaves Lumji in a 1 versus 1 now. Nowhere near enough time. Has to just try and tap the bomb. The smoke is up. Filler, the smoke goes through. The Molotov goes into the smoke. Will disperse it. Maybe just picks the kills him.
Yeah. I mean, they've lost to the Quasi buy from SKUM. What happened was there, I can't remember which player it was, but player pushed in, yeah, it was Lumji. Lumji pushes ramp, spots no one. As he spots no one, ramp, the nade and the kill happens B. They all over-rotate towards the B-bomb site. And that's when the entries happened. You saw Dream try to stop the plant going down, but it was Filler towards Palace that held the angle for his teammate. Found that kill and stopped the bomb going down, and Muffin through the smoke finds Aussie. This could be an 8-7 scoreline, and it's SKUM Gaming on their CT side, which is notorious for their upsets.
Yeah, that was pretty damaging opening frag, to say the least, as it really does put them in a good situation into this final round. Obviously, Dream only has the 5-7 to play with. They don't have much utility, so it wasn't a great round, to say the least, to start off with for Infused. So losing one man that early on really does hurt.
Does indeed. Such a weird kill as well. That's a bit of a tilter. Just being spammed through the smoke, losing a round like that, must be frustrating. Lumji Pushing Palace. Actually, NK, where are you looking? NK falls. And so does Duck.
Not looking good, is it? Oh, Hawkins does try and bring it back, though, as he finds that frag off on towards Lumji and wants to keep this pain train rolling. A little bit of a pre-fire as he just sees the shadow. Will take down Dream. Shaney responds, takes down Filler, and it's onto a 2 versus 2. In these situations in the past, we have seen SKUM just be able to edge out ahead when they get into these tight aim battle situations. Playing 1-1 to a site. So as soon as they hear what's going on, they will be able to relay that to their teammate. Unfortunately, Cheeky gets the one up, and look at Shady! The positional play could have been huge, but unfortunately, it's just small.
8-7 is the scoreline. 8-7 is the scoreline. 1 round advantage for SKUM. They did win the pistol here. Now, for Infused, you've lost pistol, and you've still got it to 7 rounds, so not a bad showing here from them. If they, again, can go 1-1 in terms of pistols, we could be seeing a very commanding lead here. They get the pistol. They're not really a team that loses many anti-ecos or versus 4 spies. 10-8, and at that point it comes down to the same problem that happened last game. They lose the pistol, the first round of the second half, and from their SKUM gaming, they fall flat. They can't really get anything going.
Yep.
Slow play towards B apps. It's looking like the B contact play with the bomb forward and leading it. Still, they are holding for pushes. They're expecting early aggression from the SKUM gaming side. Instead, though, Smoke and Kill and NK be playing retake towards A and quite aggro towards B. I think they're actually facing towards apps as well. So if the bomb does go, can be facing towards the crosshair of Hawkins.
Slow stuff so far, though, as they're just holding out. There you go. Finally, Aussie will begin to make his approach towards mid, trying to get that information as they take map control. Unfortunately, Duke has been able to line up his crosshair, take him down. Hawkins on short as well, just trying to get that frag off on towards Lumji. Pops his head very easily. Muffin, just pistol machine right now towards B as they walk into his crosshairs and just get obliterated. All falls onto Shiki, but Hawkins has put him down.
That's an understatement. Plucks him out the sky. SKUM Gaming win both pistols now. Can they get the draw? In this potential best of 1, you've won both pistols. That should instantly be 6 rounds. 5-6 rounds minimum. Instead for them, it's just going to be 1 in the first half. And now, can it be more than that? Can they actually get 4 rounds out of those 2 pistols? Or will they just lose again?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one does actually play out. Filler, holding this angle, will be able to just rip his way through everyone. Apparently that UMP reigning supreme as he just shuts them all down. Muffin is also in the rear, and he just begins to rip them straight out of the round. No chance for them to really do anything as he punished them there as they work their way through Connector. NK as well, going to be taking down Dream now, and it falls on Shiki once again. Just 1 member remaining for the side of Infused very quickly.
Yep, SKUM Gaming finally winning versus the 4 spy here. They lost it every single time in the first map and the second. He's Shiki, very good as evil. But as I say that, he does fall. 10-7 is the scoreline. And it's looking like it's going to be 11-7. If SKUM Gaming can win the first buy round as well, we could easily be seeing 13-7.
Yeah.
And that begs the question, are they going to choke it away? We saw CEX, the more unexperienced side, choke the 13-7 lead versus Fish123. And right now it's Infused, the players of experience, versus the inexperienced, well, on LAN players it seems, but online, they're veterans.
Well, let's just see if that is going to come into effect here as Filler watching this angle as they want to go for the Palace burst. Isn't really working out too grandiose for them as they just get punished very quickly. Shaney will find 1, but that should be all he gets. And NK gets a double kill of his own as he rips his way through them with that MP9, falling just onto Shiki. Once more, the last man alive for the side of Team Infused. And SKUM should very easily pluck him out.
Lands the headshot onto NK, but does die as Duck faces him and takes him down. So, 11-7 being the scoreline now, 4 round advantage for the side of SKUM. If they can win this 4 by round as well, we could easily be looking at a 6, maybe even worse scoreline here for Infused. It's weird because they won the first map so easily, and the second map, Mirage. I mean, if your team playing versus SKUM, insta-ban Mirage.
Yeah.
There's just no point in playing this team on their best map because it seems like they're pretty shoddy on everything else.
Yeah, like they don't seem to have the best results just when they are on Mirage. They've definitely been performing very well today, and you can see that into effect. Okay, once again, MP9 in the hand, still wielding the weapon. Is this where he's going to go huge? He gets one! Nearly doubles it up, but Shaney will be able to punish him. Thank God for that, or else it would have really destabilized the entire round in a matter of seconds. Shiki as well, great play. He just holds towards mid, is able to kill Hawkins, although it was a little bit sloppy, just shut him down. That's the important thing. He can now reposition and work his way over to help out his teammates. Woo! Duke comes in, slamming down Dream. Fantastic AWP shot once more, but it isn't going to happen as Shaney is on point with the rifle. Picks up Muffin and Duck as well. Through the box, the spam comes through. It's just going to left M4 in hand. Tap, tap, tap in. We can't quite connect it. In the end, we'll get the headshot up on towards the other wall back as well to Shady. A moment of just ungodly power flows through his veins as he starts to shut them down, but still has to punish Shiki. One more member remaining on the side of Infused. Can he find and tap in the bomb, forcing him to try and go for the peak eventually? Look behind you! Towards CT, it isn't going to work. Villa takes him down. It's like a pantomime.
It really is.
He's behind you. I didn't hear you. What was that?
Probably knows anyway, doesn't he? Anyway, 8 rounds for the T's now. Galil on Dream, UMP on Lumji, 3 AKs as well. Still a decent buy on the side of SKUM. AWP now for Duck, UMP. Hawkins with 7-4 towards mid, actually tags up Aussie so low in this HE.
Oh, hey. Aussie getting blown out of the server there. Fantastic nade from Hawkins. Nicely done as it arches over and gets them a good early advantage.
Flashing through the smoke towards ramp. Filling now, can he hold connector? And the bomb is dropped as well.
Shaney raining down, will be able to eliminate NK. You can see Lumji as well, starting to get some firepower behind him once more as he finds the fragment towards Filler. Hungry for more, but he will peek into the AWP of Duck. Unfortunately, gets punished because of it. And look at Dream, look at the confidence on display as he charges his way ferociously in towards CT. Will eliminate Hawkins, but he extended too far and gave Muffin the opener. Now it's just Shaney left. A 1 versus 2 to try and win the round. A minute left on the clock. Can grab the bomb, but needs to do something quickly as he works his way through, just waiting, hoping he will create a 1v1 in this situation.
Trying to find isolated 1v1s, as you mentioned. And actually the way SKUM are playing, they aren't playing together, so there's a chance here. And actually somehow, he's gone behind the lines and snuck in. Still, they're Duck with the AWP. It's actually going connector as well.
This is really odd.
Thing is, he could plant A, and they could still think it's A for a good 3 or 4 seconds. Gonna plant for apps. He can go bench here. He can go car. If he goes car, I wouldn't really. Yeah, great. Going toward. Yeah, they still think it's A.
They've committed to it being A. They finally realised.
Now he can make. Now this can be 2-1 versus 1s.
The timing though, unless they play it smart and actually group up and peek together.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's low HP, so you got to think of headshot angles. Where can he play? Bench, on top of the barrel car. Can try and play the off angle towards kitchen. We jump up on that. What do you even call that? Thing we stack shells on.
Yeah.
Shelf.
It's probably a shelf. Yeah.
Jump on the shelf. Play that off angle. Try and find that one.
The thing is, I was like, it's a shelf, right? But I didn't want to say it because I was like, what if I'm just wrong? You're like, it's a shelf.
I couldn't think. Anyway. Duck towards mid and...
Could have been a collateral there. Does shut down. Shiki goes back for more. Double or nothing. How's your father is what he's going to be giving him as he starts to shut them down. Nearly a 3K is on the cards, but Hawkins, he's hungry for a bit of the action himself. Nice little headshot off there and a follow-up on towards Dream, and there's Philip to finish it off with a tasty little tap off on towards Shaney.
Now Infused have money. 5 rounds in deficit for Infused. They need to win this. Thing is, even if they win this, they're not going to reset the money on SKUM. SKUM has still got 5K on multiple players, 3,000 as well. SKUM can lose this, buy into the next one. Right now for Infused, they need to chain 2 rounds together, make it 10-13, get 2 ecos, and try and make it 11 or 12-13. All comes down to this round, and actually this is the first time we've seen someone playing sandwich. Could this be the change of pace, the change of play?
Molotov going in there. It's going to force Lumji to waste a lot more time before they go for this execute. You can see as well, Shiki. He's going to be kind of late round through connector. It's looking good so far in the setup they've gone for.
Still, they chuck the nades. They want the CTs to use their utility, so when they push out, there's no one holding them back.
And here we go. They start to rev their engines, flood their way in towards the bomb site, and they just explode their way through. Philip will claim 1 up on towards Dream, but the rest of the frags are all going to the side of Infused. It's a T-sized terrorist explosion as they just destroy everyone. Duck as well. Can retaliate back. He's able to find a frag off on towards Lumgy, and he is hungry for more. Goes to the peek in towards the side. Finds Shaney. Nice headshot coming out. Equalizes it into a 2 versus 2. He can still do so much more, and you can tell he wants to try and go for this peak. Shiki has to go all the way back round through mid. He finds the frag. He goes for the jump shot towards Ozzy. Shiki is miles out of position. It takes him a while to get in towards Palace. They're going to tap the bomb. Try and face him out, but he's not there to even hear it yet. They're just waiting now. They have these 2 players left alive. Clear your angles.
Please watch Palace.
Focus towards Palace. He's going to peek out. As he rattles with the smoke, gets the kill. Muffin can trade it out, but does he have enough time to get the bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Duck, they're going absolutely mental. 3K for him makes it 14-8, and we could easily be seeing a 1-1 draw scoreline tonight. Shiki, why haven't you banned Mirage? I mean, I think Imi put it on Twitter recently. It was like, why are all these UK teams playing versus SKUM game on Mirage? If you're playing versus SKUM, ban Mirage first.
Yeah.
Put them onto Train. Put them onto Cobblestone. Much weaker on any other map. This is their map where they get the online upsets. Still Duck again, facing towards the pistols of mid. This time, not risking it.
Yeah. Isn't going to be able to achieve too much into this one. But let's see how it will unfold anyway. As these pushes start to come through. Just spamming away, trying to do anything they can. The boost will actually come into effect here. Are they going to be able to overpower Duck? Nope, they will not. Gets 1 frag. Aware of the position of the second man as well in Aussie, and pulls the trigger to shut him down. This isn't looking too good for Team Infused so far.
Definitely not. And right now we could be seeing SKUM Gaming get match point. Infused, we need 7 in a row to equalize it. Filler, good angle here. He has the boost towards window, covered as well by his teammate. No nades, just armor on Lumgy. They're going to be playing throw T. This is risky. Bomb down. Actually, that's a nice shot there from Dream, and Shaney finds a deagle kill as well.
Yeah, that's huge. Being able to get those 2 frags really is a bit of a game changer into this one. Leaving them still, though, in a 3 versus 2. They are not out of this murky puddle just yet. They still need to try and keep it up. Switches out to the AWP, though, and Dream. Fantastic headshot off. NK, unfortunately, had the angle covered. Can trade it back out, and it just falls on towards Shaney. 42 HP, no armor, just a deagle in hand. Sees the flashbang, now aware of NK's position. He's going to try and get out of there, and he hasn't actually spotted him out. He was able to just lightly breeze his way through. Knows he needs to try and get the bomb. Just getting spammed from behind, and Hawkins can push him and take it down. That's the 15th round secured.
Match point now. 7 rounds in a row is required for Team Infused to make this OT. And from there, who knows? Lights are on. Production knows something we don't. Still. For Infused right now, the money for SKUM's fairly low. Win 2 in a row, make it 10. Put on double eco. 12, yeah. But then you still will win 3 rifle rounds in a row. It's looking very unlikely. Especially if Hawkins gets the first kill.
They're so aggressive, but it works out. He also will get picked off, though. Aussie's able to spam back through. Now, this is looking like a round Infused death that we could pick up at this point, as they're able to pick up the opposition, trying to make their play towards the B-bomb site. Just one minute, it's Muffin, and he's been able to brush his way through them in the smoke. Muffin gets the frag as well, off towards Shiki. A Dream can't respond just yet as he tries to tap away with the AK. Didn't quite find the frag. Will be able to do so towards the end of it, though. Lumgy as well, shutting down Filler. If they are going to win this round and close out the game, it needs to be Duck collecting a 3K. 1 frag on the board already, 2 more to go. Lumgy pushing into his crosshairs, has the angle covered, could just fire over that 5-7 if Lumgy wants to run the risk of peeking it. This could be ludicrous if he is allowed to get away with this. Look at the utility he has as well, and a kit. He doesn't have to rush. He can still play this out, try and create 1v1s and pick up the round a little bit later into this, but it's going to be a hard fight.
He has 4 nades though, which means Oz is going to have to cover and cross the site without any utility. And now his teammate's here, but I don't think they know that he's here. Towards CT.
He just walks his way in. Clean entrance on the site. The welcome mat is down. He's been allowed to take control. Shuts down Aussie. Fantastically. Almost getting a follow-up frag tackle towards Lumgy. Level 24 HP. The Molotov will go down, forcing him to peek from CT. He is aware of this, but right now he would just be holding the angle still. Just trying to get Stag out of this. The smoke goes down. Lumgy's hand will be forced. He has to just spam it towards the bomb. Is it edging slightly? Just doesn't cover it, but he picks into him anyway. What is going on here?
Oh, he chipped it.
Dinked, left on 1 HP, just has to commit to the bomb. Surely he does not get this. The flashbang will go off to try and blind him. The thing just comes through. SKUM get it somehow. What the hell?
I don't know.